Fingerprints on a car screen are one of those small daily annoyances that just never seem to go away, no matter how often you wipe them down. If you own a Honda Accord from 2018 through 2022, you know exactly what that 8-inch display looks like after a week of driving. It's a magnet for smudges and dust. This tempered glass protector from Moonlinks is designed to tackle that exact problem, and honestly, it does a surprisingly decent job of keeping things looking clean. The first thing to keep in mind is the fit. This isn't a one-size-fits-all situation. It is specifically cut for the 8-inch screen with those 8 distinct holes. If you have the smaller 7-inch setup, this is definitely not for you, so double-check your dashboard before picking one up. Once it's on, though, it feels like it belongs there. The 2.5D edge design is a nice touch because it doesn't leave a sharp, jagged lip that catches your finger every time you reach for the volume or the map. It sits flush enough that it doesn't look like an obvious aftermarket add-on. The glass itself is thin, about 0.26 millimeters, which is great because it doesn't mess with the touch sensitivity. You don't have to press harder or tap twice to get the screen to register your input, which is a huge relief. It's built with 5 layers, including an anti-explosion film, which is one of those things you hope you never actually need to test. But it's good to know that if something heavy were to hit the screen, the glass isn't going to shatter into a million tiny pieces all over the cabin. It's rated at 9H hardness, so it's going to shrug off keys or fingernails without a second thought. Now, the installation process is straightforward, but it does require a steady hand. You really need to make sure the screen is spotless before you drop the glass on, because any trapped dust is going to be magnified once the adhesive sets. It's not necessarily difficult, but it's a measure twice cut once kind of situation. One minor gripe is that while it does a great job with scratches, it's not completely immune to glare in direct sunlight. Depending on the angle of the sun hitting the windshield, you might catch a bit of reflection that wasn't there before. It's not a deal-breaker by any means, but it's something to be aware of if you live in a particularly sunny climate. Still, for the price, it's a solid way to keep that expensive navigation display looking factory fresh for years. It's one of those low-effort, high-reward upgrades that makes the interior feel just a little bit more polished. If you're tired of staring at a greasy, smudged screen every time you start the engine, this is a pretty simple fix that does exactly what it promises.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.